Conservative leader Andrew Scheer is heading to Calgary tonight to give a speech at the United Conservative Party convention. And this all comes as he's still facing internal pressures to step aside. Scheer has faced a number of challenges to his leadership after failing to form government in last month's federal election. Conservative commentators blasting Scheer's inability to separate his personal and party views on abortion and LGBTQ rights. For more, I want to bring in Conservative commentator Zoe Knowles. Zoe, why are we seeing this steady trickle of news about Andrew Scheer's leadership?
It's a tongue twister.
It really is. Thank you.
Well, I would say that, Andrew Scheer has been the first one to admit that there are problems with the campaign, and there were reasons why he was unable to form government in what many conservatives are calling a winnable election. But what I think is at the root of a lot of the conservative criticism towards him is that the problems in the election were not just a failure of communications. As a communications strategist, it might sound like I'm just trying to defend the career, but I really do believe that a lot of the criticisms are about the ideas. As Mr. Scheer is on his listening tour, if he was a client of mine, what I would recommend is that not only does he take this time to listen, but he should also be forthright about what he is hearing in regards to the issues specifically.
Zoe, has the horse left the barn, though? I mean, is it almost too late, the way this, which is no longer a whisper campaign, it's now like a shouting campaign, it seems?
Well, there is no mechanism to oust him as leader before the leadership review. And to be honest, the more time that he is able to withstand this criticism, and if he is able to really start to address the criticism with what he feels is a compelling, aspirational vision for where the party should go, the longer that he can last this out, the better for him. Because say there's a policy that goes wrong with the Liberal government and an election is more imminent than it currently looks. It currently looks like we're looking at a 2 to 3 year wait until the federal election, all the better for him. What he would be able to say to the party is that, let's say an election is a lot closer. We do not have the time to properly reorganize ourselves to prepare for that. So even if I'm not your favorite person right now, I'm the best bet for the party.
You know, that's a great point, because a lot of the criticism we're hearing are from sort of established conservative pundits, the Corey Teneyks, the Jenny Burns. But how are the grassroots feeling?
Well, as I said before, I think that a lot of people on the ground are feeling like the ideas put forth in the last election were not aspirational enough. The number one issue that Mr. Scheer was putting forth was about affordability. He tried to make every issue a pocketbook issue, which is, a classic conservative strategy. But pocketbook issues are not necessarily what gets people the most emotional about an election. The number one issue that brought people to the polls, that brought people to the voting booth, was climate change. And that is an issue that voters really care about. And when you look at the conservative climate change plan, a lot of voters felt that it was insufficient.
Zoe, we have to leave it there in the interest of time, but I appreciate yours today. Thank you.